Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here in a park in Heidelberg, Germany, I found something pretty rare, an almond tree. Well, how can an almond tree be rare here in Heidelberg when all the tourism agencies of the area of the whole Upper Rhine Valley are announcing and propagating and promoting the almond bloom in spring? Well, then there must be thousands of them everywhere, right? Well, actually, those are not real almonds. Those are peach almonds. A hybrid between almond and peach, which is being used a lot as a rootstock in almond growing areas. Here in Germany is not an almond growing, at least not a commercial almond growing area anymore. But since it once used to be an almond growing area, the Upper Rhine Valley used to be an almond growing and exporting area until the first part of the 20th century. People want to keep this Mediterranean feeling in the mildest part of Germany, so they are planting the peach almond. Much more hardy, needs much less care, usually flowers earlier. The flowers are bigger and more dark, and very important, as you can see, especially from this young tree over there, the flowers, basically the show effect of the flowers is not being disturbed by leaves. The almond, however, which is grown for its fruits, look, the flowers, well, here they pretty much flower at the same time as the peach almond. But they are smaller, they are only slightly pinkish, and yeah, the leaves basically are beautiful young green leaves in spring, but they kind of disturb the show effect a little bit. Well, I hope you believe me that these are almonds and those are peach almonds. I actually opened an almond, but then I threw it away because it was rotten. Here is a peach almond from this tree. It looks a lot like a peach pit. Well, the almonds, well, somebody harvested most of the lower hanging ones. Why did I throw away the one I just opened? I threw it away because I was disappointed that it was rotten and moldy, and I actually threw it into the hedge. Well, but this is not about the fruits, this is about the flowers. I want to compare the taste of the flowers. Still would have been nice to be able to show the fruits next to each other, but that's what happens when you're stupid. Well, in spring, most of those peach almond fruits will still be good because the really tough shell, most of the peach almond seeds will still be good because the really tough shell protects them quite well. With the almonds, the result will not be that good because their shell is a lot softer. But now, despite the fact that you can actually forage peach almonds and in drier areas even almonds in spring, now we want to forage the flowers and see what the taste difference is. Bitter and a bit sour. Nothing special, to be honest, the almond flowers. Now the peach almond flowers. I'm eating them together with the calyx, with the sepals here. Often when I eat flowers I only eat the petals, but here I also eat the sepals. A bit less bitter, but apart from that pretty similar. Last week I did a similar video with the pink cherry plum versus the white cherry plum, and despite them being in the same species, the taste difference between those two was much bigger than the taste difference between the true almond and the peach almond. Interesting. They taste almost identical, but good that I tasted them. Now you know, folks, in spring you can still forage old almonds from the almond trees or the peach almond trees. A lot of them will still be good. especially on the peach almond, but on the peach almond you'll need a bigger hammer because the shell is much harder. But you can also harvest the young flowers and eat them. Well, I mean, you have to decide whether you want to enjoy the beauty of all the peach almond flowers or actually eat them. That's up to you. Tell me if you do it rosaceous or other flowers. Maybe you have some local recipe with almond or peach almond flowers, who knows? Everything is possible. Tell me. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit and right now mostly flower videos from the beautiful and very fruit-rich city of Heidelberg. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.